So I have a brand new Pilot here. I really do truly love this vehicle. It's a very well put together. I love my SUVs. I might be a little biased with my opinion. You're gonna have the black with the chrome trimming. You're gonna have tinted privacy mirror or privacy windows, which are always nice because now you don't have to pay for those. As we move into the back, you're gonna have the chrome logo. You're gonna just reach your hand under there to hit the power trunk, and then you're also gonna have a three-way mirror or camera here. As the trunk opens up, you're gonna have 60/40 folding seats. To let them back up, you're just gonna pull this all the way back, and then you're gonna let go. It's gonna stop there, and to let it back forward, there are mats, so they're not gonna fall down all the way flat right here. But to pull back, you're gonna pull it back until you can't do it anymore. Let go, and they will go flat, mesh with the floor. So this one does have a capless fuel filter, or fuel tank. So you can easily fill it up at a gas station. But if you ever have to use a jerry can, one of those big red gas cans, there's a filter or a funnel built in right here. It's on the back of this. That'll just go into the capless fuel tank, and then you can just fill it up with one of those big red jugs pretty easily at that point. That goes right there, and then you're gonna have the trunk space actually, which you're gonna have a pretty deep side here, a more shallow side here, depending on what you're trying to store. As you pull up this lever, this will actually open up, gives you even more storage if you'd like, and also it gives you an all-weather option, or you can stick with the carpeted option. But just for the sake of demonstration, using the all-weather option, you're gonna just throw it down in the bottom there. It'll come down, latch right here, and boom. There you go. You're gonna have 6 cup holders and 2 vents, one vent and 3 cup holders on each side. You're actually gonna have handles here, so you can grab one when you're getting in or out, which I think is also a very handy feature when you're kind of big like I am. As we get away, like I said, we do have power trunks. You just go ahead and hit that button. Moving on to the left side, or the second row, this is where the capless fuel tank will be. Opening this up. So for access to get out from the third row, you can hit this button, or this button down here. There's 2 of them for you. Let's use this one for now. So this one will actually let you get out if you're in the third row, or if you're just more comfortable reaching this one. And there's a button right here too that does the same exact thing. It just depends on which one's easier for you to reach at the time. As we climb into the middle console on the back side, you're going to have dual USB ports with rear climate control. This is a huge thing with a lot of people with SUVs or minivans. You're also going to have privacy screens on the window with this little latch right here. You're just going to pull that up, come up here and lock onto the hooks that are implemented in. You're going to have a nice leather trim here with 2 cup holders on each door and nice middle door handles. And of course child lock. I can't tell how many times I've locked myself in during test drives on accident. As we get to the driver's seat, you're actually going to have, if the key fob is on you and the door is locked, all you got to do is reach your hand in there and the door will unlock. The car's already unlocked, I don't have the fob on me. So it's a bad example right here. As we climb in, there's 2 key fobs, and depending on who's driving and what fob is in the driver's seat, you can hit that button. And the seat will actually adjust to that driver. You're going to have a front passenger and driver automatic windows. You're going to have economy, so you get better gas mileage, which is a little less power, which I believe is a very good trade-off. You're going to have anti-collision mitigation, lane keep assist, and obviously that button, stop you from sliding, which I'm having trouble remembering. As we get down here, you're going to have a 12-volt power outlet here. You're going to have an auxiliary cord and another, you can't really see the auxiliary cord port that well. Here, you're going to have the USB port here. Up front, you're going to have another 12-volt power outlet and another USB port. You're going to have heated driver and passenger seats. You're going to actually have tri-climate control, which that means the rear, like I showed. You're going to have the driver and the passenger, and you can also sync all 3 with this one, or just 2 with this one, depending on what you're trying to do. You also have a huge display that comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is very nice. A lot of people look forward to that, because it just allows ease of access while you're using your car, among other great features and things with the menu like this. You're also going to have, with this button here, you can use Siri or Google, depending on who or what you have, mostly Google or Siri. You're also going to have lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control. Lane keep assist will pick up the lanes ahead of you, say those are the lanes, it'll pick up those 2 lanes, and it'll keep you in those lanes in case like you have to pick something up or whatever the case may be, and you start to have the wheel turn, the car will vibrate the wheel and move it back into the lane. Very nice, very cool safety feature. I love it. Personally, I have it on my car too. You're also going to have adaptive cruise control. Say that Odyssey was ahead of us, obviously hopefully not heading towards us like it is right now, but if it was ahead of us and we were behind it in cruise control, it would pick up the Odyssey and match its speed, or even go slower depending on what setting you have on or how far away you want it to be from us, which is also a very nice feature. You're also going to have a built-in moonroof, as well as speakers on the rails here. You're gonna have a nice tray. I personally usually put my phone in those. My phone's just big enough to fit into it and not like slide around too much, so I definitely use that as a great feature. You're also gonna have on the side mirror, which it's a little hard to see, but you're gonna have a thin line between the actual mirror and the inside. It's gonna actually be an anti-glare feature. So if a big truck, because everybody knows those actually it's gonna be a little harder to do in an SUV, but if a semi truck pulls up behind you and starts blinding you from the driver's seat, it'll actually like help reduce that glare and not blind you, hopefully at all. But if it does, it'll be very minimal. You're also going to have 3 options for the garage. So if you have 3 garage doors for whatever reason, a lot of people might have 2. And for instance, I have 1. You can assign it to each one of these buttons, and boom. You're also going to have a place to put your sunglasses, or if you just do it halfway, you actually can see the whole back of the car from here. How spacious it is, 3 rows, easy to work with, easy to maneuver around those 3 rows. You can actually adjust how close or how far you want the seats to be. So if you have a kid in the back seat, you can reach them. Honestly, Pilots are one of the best cars we have. Definitely great, just overall features and benefits to each of the features. And it's just overall a very solid car. You're also not, last touch and final thing, I probably should address this. You do have idle stop. So if you're at a red light and your car comes to a complete stop, it will just turn off, which a lot of people don't like. But I personally like it, and a lot of people do like it too. It's like 50-50. You're going to have snow control if you have like for more traction. Drive in sport, neutral, reverse is just pressing this lever like that, and park, just press the button. I really do like this. It's way more simple than trying to feel your way around in the dark some days. Because, I mean, each button has a very distinct feel to it, and you know basically where they're at. It's overall just a very good car, very unique features, solid. I'd recommend this car to almost anybody looking for an SUV. Especially with the leather seating in the EXL version. The Touring, which I'll do another video on, has even more unique features that are even more cool. And overall, it's just a very solid car, and I do highly recommend it. And one last thing, in terms of safety, is you're actually going to have, you can't really see it on the driver's side that well, but for where the seat belts buckle in, you're going to have one single cord here, and that basically will allow when the seatbelt pulls, it's going to have that on that side, and it's going to also have it on this side. Like I said, it's a little hard to see, but you have a cord. So if you ever get into an accident, God forbid, it'll actually, instead of pushing it just to one side, or pulling the seatbelt to one side, it'll actually pull it to two and distribute the weight, or the force. And overall, it's just a very... These things are built for safety, built for comfort, built for mileage. What else could you want for it?